Slow, to remind you to slow your out breath so it's longer than your in breath. Calm or joy or peace, gentleness, heart energies on the next in breath. And as you breathe out, ease, easing the body, easing the mind. Try to feel every little sensation of your breathing. And relax as you breathe out. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. Breathing in calm and breathing out, relax. And then lie down on your back, and I'm going to move you into a little movement that relaxes the brain, the spinal cord. You may remember this, those of you that have been in class with me. You're just lying flat on your back with your ankles on the floor, and you rest your hands, palms up on the ground beside you, and start to rock by pointing your toes and flexing your toes towards you. And let your neck completely relax. As you pull your toes up and point your toes, you'll find the whole body starts to jig up and down, up and down. Relax your jaw, relax your neck. Feel the breath and wobble like this for about a minute. Completely relax your neck and your shoulders, your jaw. You might even want to make noises in the privacy of your own house. You might go, You might want to groan, experiment with sound, with vibration. It's very powerful. And then relax and be completely still. And see if you can feel any tingles, any chi energy moving your body. Feel whatever sensations are present for you. Be curious. So relaxed, feeling the energy move through your body after that shaking. And then take a breath in, and let's just bend your knees and bring the feet shoulder width apart. And we're going to have the Wayne Cook exercise for, again, deep relaxation, coming out of stress. You place your right ankle on your left knee. Take your left hand and hold your right ankle. Then cross the right wrist on top of the left so you can cover the sole of your foot, covering the bubbling spring with your healing palm. And you'll notice I'm lifting my left foot off the ground. I could leave it there, but I like to lift it up. And you'll breathe into this shape. Breathe and hold and feel. Pulling that foot towards you is going to increase the stretch. And I'm going to show you an alternative if this doesn't feel pleasant to you, because everything's got to feel really nice. Just relax and breathe. It's very melty. It kind of makes you just melt. Relax your face, your brow, and your jaw. Wiggle your jaw from side to side. Now release that foot. We will do the other side, but I'm going to show you the easier option. In case you prefer that, you can stay in that shape. Basically, take your two hands as if you're going to clap hands, but they pass by each other. And then you turn the palms and hold hands with each other. Drop your hands down to the pubic bone, pull them up the chest, and lie your hands over the heart with your elbows down. And then just simply cross your legs. And if you're putting the right leg over the left, Then when you swap over, you just swap the left leg on top. And the same with your hands. So this again is a very beautiful, simple movement to gather yourself in and come out of stress and hold yourself in the place of heart coherence. So you can either stay with that one or do the Wayne Cook exercise on the opposite side. Now bringing your left foot to your right knee, opposite hand to ankle, cross the wrists, and pulling that knee and foot towards you, you will feel the piriformis stretch here, which can help with sciatica. It can help a lot with lower backache too. But if you know anyone that has a physical pain, let's say a bad joint or any kind of physical pain, this is also surprisingly effective. Breathe and breathe. Relax. And then release and push both your legs up to the sky and slowly turn your ankles round and round. Spread your toes as wide as you can. Point your toes. And then bending your knees, happy baby. You can either hold your hands behind your knees and just rock about, or you can slide your hands up your inside leg and hold the soles of your feet. And pull the knees laterally and down the sides of your body. Just start by lengthening your spine and tucking your chin in and pressing the spine down upon the ground. So we have a long spine, a long neck. And completely relax for a moment in stillness. Feeling your breath in the pelvis. Feeling it in your perineum. Breathing in and sensing and feeling everything in the perineum, the pelvis. So we're working with the first energy center here. Try breathing out now and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as much air out as you can by lifting the perineum and the diaphragm. Now deep breath in, and full breath in, and again squeeze, squeeze, squeeze it out. And then just release and have a little playtime. You can rock and roll about, stretching. Don't be baby, you have to be smiling. No getting too serious with your yoga. You might like to pull on your big toe for your bladder meridian, if you can reach it. Bend the knees to reach it. And then perhaps you feel like pulling on all your toes. And then let's have some massage down your legs. Back all the way down, all the way down. Palms on the floor by your hips. Take a breath in as you lower your right leg down to the ground. Breathe out as you bring it all the way up. Breathing in, lowering your left leg. Breathe out as you bring it up. Breathing in, lowering the right leg, and this time don't let it touch the ground. Squeeze the glute, hold. Breathe and smile. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, bring the leg back up. So you can play with that. Squeeze and hold. Bring the leg back up. Now take 2 legs down slowly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's just reminded me of the Tibetan rites. Let's do some of the Tibetan rites tonight. These hold the promise of eternal youth. Got to be good, hasn't it? Is it eternal youth or eternal life? I think it's actually eternal life. So, I'm not sure I really want that. I think, let's be philosophical another day. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you're going to lift your legs up, and your head up, and your fingers come onto your shins, so you're in a J shape. Then relax down to the ground, breathing in, slowly lower your legs and your head. Then you just have a breath, and then when you're ready, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, pulling from your belly, slowly lift your legs up, slowly lift your head up. Tuck your chin in, hold, lift your head as close to the knees as it will go, and then relax down as you breathe in, slowly lowering the legs and the head. And traditionally, you would do 3 repetitions, and then 7, then I think it's 9, 21. But always do what feels best to your own body. We'll just have 3 of these. Hold it, work that core, and then relax and breathe in and bring the legs down slowly, slowly. Deep breath into your belly. Lovely. Now, roll over. Let's have the next one, which is downward dog to upward dog. But this is too strenuous for a lot of people. So instead of a full downward dog to upward dog, what you might like to do is on your hands and knees, tuck your toes, and you might just want to go back to here and up, keeping your knees on the floor, backwards, head down towards the floor, and forwards, head up. Just start with this, just easing and softening the joints a little. Marianne, it's probably not one for you because you don't like putting your head down low, so you might actually prefer to do something else, or just keep your head raised and do this. If you're feeling very strong, let's have a downward dog, and then from there I'll show you how to go to upward dog. With yourself in this tabletop position, tuck your toes and lift your belly, and as you breathe out, push away from your hands, lengthening your spine up, and then lowering your feet. So you're in your downward dog, and to go into upward dog, you shift your weight forward over the shoulders, drop your toes to the floor, straighten your knees so they don't touch the ground, and look up to your forehead. And then tuck your toes, pulling your belly up, 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 and down, 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 down. Breathing out as you go up, breathing in as you come down. And just lie down on your belly for a moment. Make a pillow with your hands and let your right big toe be on top of the left. Crocodile, have a little rest. Now breathing in, lift your head up, swap your big toes over, swap your hands over, and slowly turn your neck to the other side and relax. Feel your belly breathing against the floor. Now straighten your feet, press your legs together, slide your hands underneath your shoulder, place your nose on the floor, forehead to the floor, and then as you breathe in, we're going to lift the head up and press the legs down, squeezing the glutes. Cobra. Don't push with your hands, just see how much strength you have in the back muscles that they can lift your head up off the ground. Just a little push with the hands to support. Lift your head up and hold. Tuck your toes, breathing out, push up onto your hands and knees. And then just have a little circle here with your belly. Round and around. That was fun, wasn't it? I imagine Rachel liked Downward Dog, Upward Dog. Thumbs up there, yeah, I thought you'd love that one. Round and around, draw in a circle. So Rachel, you could probably do 21 of those. Just circling here, we're going to move into cat-cow, which is a lovely spinal exercise, very kundalini, bringing energy to the crown and then down to your base. So from hands and knees, let's drop your belly, lift your tailbone, and last of all, the head floats up. Breathing out, relax your head down, and push your shoulder blades up, pull the belly up to the spine. Breathe in, carry on. Breathing out as you move in to your angry cat, arching the spine. Feeling all the sensations up and down the spine. And then if you feel like it, come to neutral. So shake out your wrist, just a little quick shake in case you stayed there too long. Always remember to release your wrists. Says she who's been doing too much digging on the allotment. I need to look after my wrists now. They've been working very hard, so I just remember to shake them out. And breathe. But also just this shaking out, you know, it's amazing for our energy body. If we do this with the hands, we bend the elbows and rotate them. We really get all the joints loose and open. We're going to really move energy through the body a whole lot easier. I remember reading something from a NASA scientist on the subject, looking at the Indian and Japanese acupuncture and energy work, and how they all really, really focus on open up the joints, just make movements, whatever movements that joint can make lots of them, and then notice how your energy flows afterwards. So back down, we're going to have the knee to nose and then the extension, but really have a lightness of your limb as you breathe in, pushing away and then stretching and expanding. But you'll be doing that with the leg because we're actually keeping our hands on the floor. So take a breath in and drop your belly to the earth, look up. And as you breathe out, bring your knee towards your nose and squeeze out the air. Deep breath in, pushing that leg away from you. Lift your head up. Breathing out, place the knee back down. Bring the other knee to your nose to squeeze out all your air. And then stretch and feel your forehead. Relax. So that's one cycle. Breathing in, drop your belly again. Lift your head. Breathing out, bring your nose and knee together. Don't worry if there's fat chance of that. Just imagine they touch. Then slowly bring the knee down, bring the other knee to your nose and stretch away and up. Delicious. And again, traditionally reps of 3. So let's have the last one. Breathing in, lifting. Breathe out, knee to nose. Breathe in, extend and stretch, and float the leg up. So it feels quite weightless. Squeezing the air out, breathing in, the legs very relaxed as you move it away, and then you stretch it, and you find it rises and relax down. Just have a little moment resting. Drop your weight back on your hips, the knees are open wide. You're going to go into child, perhaps with your head on the floor, or put your forehead just like this in your hands. Breathe. And then breathing in, come up onto your toes, tuck your toes, and drop back into a squat. Opening up the feet makes it easier to get your heels on the floor, or you might roll up your mat to put it under your knee, your heels. Or you might say, I'm not doing that one. Not everyone likes to squat like this. Hands in front of your heart. Breathe into your heart. Lift your crown and drop your shoulders. Breathe. Place your hands on the floor and slowly, slowly lift your hips up and up and up and up to the sky. So you're folded over like a rag doll. And just hang and breathe in a spinal stretch. Notice how your muscles grow longer. You might like to hold your elbows and just hang. Nod your head a little bit to release the tension in the shoulders, in the neck. And then slowly pull up from your belly and curve all the way up your spine. All the way up. Draw your awareness up one vertebrae at a time. And then lift from the top of your head. Nice. Have a little shake now, hands behind your back. Shaking all over for your immune system. Shake, shake, shake. Love those wobbly bits. Love it, love it, love it. Shake, 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 shake. And then relax and see what's tingling. Just bring your fingertips into alignment so that each finger is just near the others. Can you see that? Just curious about what you're feeling, literally, between the fingers. And in fact, if you hold your hands up like this in front of a white wall or a black wall, I find white's easier, you may see something of a heat haze. You may start to see your energy field, and it looks a bit like, for me, like over the toaster. That's quite a common way of seeing energy, like little heat waves. But everyone's different. So just be curious, have your eyes relaxed, and just some days you go, oh yeah, I can see that. That's interesting. So just, this is called standing like a tree. When we stand in this shape, very rooted to the earth with your knees bent, your hands are opposite your heart, so you're really feeling your heart energy, and your crown is lifted up. with that sense of feeling an awareness above your head, feeling for all that space and how it makes you feel when you lift your crown up and look up with your eyes. And feel your breath. And when we use this exercise, which is amazing for raising your energy, for really allowing energy in the body to circulate while you stand, breath after breath, you tell your body to relax more and more deeply. And your shoulders will start to grow tense and your mind says relax. So we're learning to create a situation which generates tension, but then to become master of releasing it. But now I want to go into butterfly sweeping. If you are practicing standing like a tree, you gradually increase your time from just a few minutes at a time up to 20 minutes, half an hour. I used to stand and watch documentaries standing like a tree because I wanted to build my energy. So now into butterfly sweeping, come up over your head, pull the elbows back, elbows forward, swing, breathe out to go down, and breathe in to come up, out, in, out, in. Breathing out, relax. Breathing in. Really, if you're visual, imagine there's a light shining from your palms. Or just be curious, how do you feel and sense this beautiful exercise for cleansing your own energy, sweeping into the earth and lifting up. Come up to standing and bring your hands down slowly. And we'll have the lung exercise. I'm always going to include at this present time of virus some exercises that you'll see week after week for the lungs, for immunity, that you can pass on to friends. I think one of the most important parts of our practice is allowing people to understand that even when we're separated, our hearts can be in communication. Breathe in and breathe out. Sending your inner smile to your lungs, in and out. Deep and slow breath. And then bringing the hands down to the hips here for the liver exercise, breathing in and out as you push away, in as the hands come towards each other, out as you push away. I choose the liver because when it's blocked, the emotions are frustration, anger, irritation. And I think a lot of people are feeling a bit of that at the moment. So if we work the liver, the lung, and perhaps the kidney to bring energy up, you don't have to remember to do all of the 5 elements, just a few at a time. It's lovely. So here we're smiling to the liver. And then for the liver again, I like crossovers, this sweeping off. If you're feeling irritated, upset, just breathe in, squeeze the shoulder, breathe out. with this sense that you can clean it off. Breathe in. And sometimes you will be amazed. You go, oh my God, that's magic. It's all a bit like that, isn't it? A little bit magical. Let's have the kidney exercise now. So first of all, rub your kidneys. Rub, rub, rub. Nice wide stance, feet spread. Pull your back toe in and front toe point. You lift your palm, lengthen your spine. It's a lovely shape, isn't it? One hand on your kidney, take a breath in, and you're going to move from the belly, bowing and sweeping to get lovely core strengthening. If you don't want to dip your head down low, you can just drop the arm and turn the waist. Always adapting the movements for your own body so that we find this place of things feeling really good, really nice. That's what you're looking for. And you're playing with this space all around your body. And even that sense of feeling the space around the body changes our brain waves in a very interesting way, moves us into a much more relaxed state. And we do so much of that in these organ exercises. We're feeling space. Turn to the other side, turn your toes, hand to kidney, lift and lengthen your crown. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. And come back to your starting point and bring your feet together. Let's have a chair exercise. Wonderful for the lower back, good for core strength. I want you to have your feet shoulder width apart. You can bring your hands back, palms facing forwards. This is actually foundation from Alice Goodman. You bend your knees, pull your belly in and push the hips back as if you're about to squat down in a chair. Just bending the knees a little, gripping the floor with your toes, push the floor out to the sides. All these legs are going to work. Engaging the back muscles, pulling the belly in, softening the face and lengthening your neck. Chin tucked in, shoulders away from your ears, and pulling your shoulder blades together. And breathe and push and pull. Working so many muscles. And only if you feel like it, you're going to take a breath in. And as you breathe out, relax your arms. You'll find they start to float up and you push them away from you, extending into this lifting of the arms and holding energy between your palms. Extending the spine, long neck, beautiful. And breathe. And relax your hands down. Squeeze your glutes and come up. That one's great, isn't it? Now, a little drumming out of tension. Go around your hips. Maybe rub your kidneys again. Massage. And around you go, and back down again. Just check in on your eyes. Are your eyes stopped? Are you full of that inner smile? I love my body, love, love, love. Every day I feel stronger, fitter, more supple. filling up on that positive affirmation speak. Deep breath. And again, hand to heart, hand to belly. And I'm going to ask you to do some balanced walking meditation, in which you're going to lift one leg off the floor, keep your head held high and your eyes up, and you're going to slowly, slowly lower that foot. And then lift it up. So as soon as it touches the ground, I want you to lift it up again, because I want you to hold your balance and then decide to move off the center of balance. So your belly button is no longer over the foot. The head is no longer over the foot. You consciously push with the leg muscles and your weight flows into that other foot. So you mustn't take a big step or you won't be able to. A big step means you do this. You're balanced and then you drop. So you have to take smaller steps. Breathe in as you lift your leg up. Breathe out as it goes down. Breathe in as you lift. Breathe out as you go down. In and out. Breathing in and out. In. Perhaps keep one hand on your heart. So you keep your inner smile the whole time. You don't get serious because you're trying to balance too hard. Now I'd like you, instead of lifting the foot up high, to just take a small step. Again, as you breathe out, roll your weight into the foot. As you breathe in, you're peeling the other foot off the floor and then placing the heel. As you breathe out, you move your body forward into that foot. So again, you're holding this state of perfect balance, on a good day anyway. Breathing out as you flow into the foot. Find your balance. Breathe in as you peel the other foot off the ground. And as you walk, keep your eyes really soft. We're learning all throughout the day, I hope. So keep the eyes in a relaxed state of gaze with a warm energy of the heart behind them. And in this way, not only are we easier to be around for others, but our entire physical body is then nurtured by our heart energy and by our resting in a state of parasympathetic ease. We've come out of stress. So walking can be a wonderful everyday practice. Just a little moments in your day. Really come out of the head into your feet, into your heart. You let everything else go. You just feel this moment now of your walking. We have birds being fed outside in the rafters. If you're in your garden, you'll see the flowers. I've always got my flowers. Just nourishing yourself by attending to the present moment. This is really what our practice is. The more you do this, the more little moments in your day will light up with a very special ordinariness that your practice brings. Now find a spot and come into a place of balance. We were doing standing like a tree earlier, the Tai Chi, Qi Kong tree, and the yoga tree stance is on one leg. But I know some of you just like to do this. There's such great energy flow up the body when you're just shoulders width and arms up. So perhaps that's the tree you want to do today, or perhaps you'll bring your ankle to the heel, either bringing the hands together or apart. You're really feeling which of these shapes feels really good to you. You're going to balance, breathe in, keeping your head up, lift the knee up. Place it into your thigh. Root into the ground. And then lift your arms up. And breathe. Oh, I've got slippery trousers today. It does make a difference what clothes you're wearing, how easy it is to rest the heel in the thigh. Keep your eyes still. It makes such a difference. So much easier with your eyes still. Stretching up, beautiful. Tongue on the roof of your mouth. Relax down. And shake out. I love a bit of walking meditation, but I didn't at all when I first started. I didn't get much out of it. Gradually it changed, and then all of a sudden I absolutely love it. Let's have heaven and earth. Feel the energy of the ground here. And then breathing in. Breathe out and stretch. Breathe in. Out. Always feeling your center, the dantian, up and down from that point. Last one. Now some of us at this point are going to choose to do some salutes, just a couple. Some of you might prefer to stroke the wave. So stroking the wave is much more relaxed. It's simply lifting the wrists and bringing the hands down as you breathe out. Or perhaps your favorite exercise if you don't fancy some salutes right now. Otherwise, come to the front of your mat. I think all who are present know how to do this, but I'll talk you through Craig if you want to join. Shoulders back, breathe in, breathe out, hands to your heart. Breathing in, just slowly reach up to the sky, to the crown energy, and stretch up into it and look up. And then slowly straighten up, and you're feeling everything as you fold over into your spinal stretch. Folding over. And then pulling up from your dantian, from your Muladhara to look forward, and then relax down even deeper this time. Bending your knees to place your hands by your feet. Step back with your right foot as far as you can. Drop your knee down and lift your head up, feeling your forehead. Tuck your back toe, lifting the belly to straighten the legs. step back into plank. Nice straight line. Then you drop your knees, you bow your head between your hands and lay your chest between your hands. Flatten your toes and breathe into Cobra. Breathing out, relaxing down to the earth, tucking your toes and squeezing the air out as you lift up to Downward Dog. Then bring your weight forward, your shoulders are over your wrists. You lunge forward with your right foot and look up. Step forward with the other foot and then swing up, stretching up. And relax, relax, relax. Soften and let go. Release. Open your heart. And then we do the other side. Breathing in, stretching up. Bowing forwards. Breathing out, all the way down. Relax. Breathing in, come up, look forward. Shoulders away from your ears, shoulder blades together. And relax, nails. Bending the knees to put the hands by the feet so you can balance and reach back with your left foot. Drop the left knee. Lift your head up. I love this shape, I'll just stay in this one. But do watch that your front knee doesn't project past your toe, ideally over the ankle. That's a straight right ankle. And then back into plank. Knees down, nose down, lie down. Listen to those fledglings being fed. Hatchlings, not fledglings yet. Downward dog. And then lunging forward, left. Stepping forward. Stretching up. Come all the way down into your heart. Relax. That was nice, wasn't it? Let's have a little balance, little swing, 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 swing. Good, get the crossover so the opposite hand crosses to point at your toe or beyond it. Good. And try and stay really relaxed and then just go higher and higher with it. Great. Try the other side. Swing, 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 swing. Great, lovely. That does get you in the hips a bit. Massage just here. So you don't forget one or two energy medicine things. Bring your fingertips to your stomach points. Hold the stomach points or tap on them for a moment. Breathe. And then cross your wrists and tap your kidney points under the clavicles, that little hollow. Tap, tap, tap. And recently, I always throw in this shape. Whenever I tap my kidneys, I go, da-da. Just try that. Tap, tap, da. So you look up and you fling your arms up. It's very energizing. It shakes off almost anything. Tap, 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 tap. And then in the middle on your sternum for immunity. So again, this tapping brings the body out of stress. A lovely little immune boost for you. Just tapping on the thymus, upping our T cell counts. And then here underneath. And here down the middle. Cross your hands and drum on the spleen points down the side here. Very good. And one of my favourite de-stressors at the moment is a soothing of the triple warmer, which you're quite familiar with this one, where we put our hands here. Let's do that one quickly. You place your hands in prayer hands and you bring your thumbs to your forehead. So this is when people are really stressed out, or autoimmune conditions or immune issues. So first of all, you're feeling your forehead and you're just really sensing and feeling, noticing how everything changes when you start to feel the middle of your forehead. It brings blood into the brain there and changes the way the brain's working. Then you bring your thumbs to your temples, the fingers come to the midline, and you feel that for a moment. And then take a deep breath in. As you slowly breathe out, you pull your hands sideways to the temples and off. Just like cleaning. You can flick it into the earth and then push up over your ears. And you can even take your hair in your fists and pull on the roots of the hair. That's a great massage technique. I don't know anyone who doesn't like this pulling on the scalp by squeezing the fist into the hair. You can do it even with remarkably short hair. And then down the back, behind the ears, come to your shoulders and do this. With your breath. Never forget your breath. And then your diagonals again, just releasing it, letting it go. And again, noticing, how do I feel after that? Oh, and I was going to give you the other one for the triple warmer, which is something you can do if you're out and about. Often we cross our arms as a kind of slightly defensive move. And this one, it's like your arms are crossed, but it's much more of a nourishing holding movement. The fingers of one hand are on your spleen points, it doesn't matter which. Then you just bring them in line with your armpit and just rest the fingers on the ribs there. And the other hand, just wrapping the fingers around your elbow. And just naturally holding your elbow, cupping it. But then out of curiosity, you can let your fingers press in the little hollow between the bone that's on the middle and the very point of your elbow. Feeling for that hollow between the radius and the humerus shaft. Just press in there and see how it makes you feel. And you can feel all around with your fingertips actually, and just be curious. I just love it. It's